Let's see.
God, they have the fucking cheek to call it DX. What a load of shit.
I think we're live.
Desiccated extra shit.
Are we live?
Yeah, it looks like we're live. I can hear our disgusting voices right now.
Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream.
Yo, what the fuck's up, peeps? Peeps!
We're gonna do the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX demo and see what I think of it. And Bis is going to complain about it, I believe, is the plan.
Yeah, let's play this.
Let me mute my television. Or not that way, so I don't get echo. And let's make sure... Okay, we're getting audio properly. So that's settled. I fixed that issue that we were having with Mario Maker yesterday. Alright, let's open it up.
It's delicious. Let's fucking indulge in this.
Let's make a poop.
Wait, no, that's disgusting. And illegal.
Hold on, let me refresh this page, because I think it's borked. For me.
It's borked? It's borked? Why is it borked?
There we go. I don't know, it just wasn't... Twitch just wasn't running anything.
You know snipping tool?
Yeah. The tool for snipping.
Tool right now?
A butt?
No. Well,
English.
I guess maybe, depending on who you are.
You can't change this setting later? Is that what it said?
Well, it's a demo, so I wouldn't expect you to be able to.
Okay, like, it better not be how the whole game is. Oh boy. This is loud. Volume mixer, please. Oh, that's too quiet.
Yeah.
Okay. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX demo. So I've never played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon before, so...
And your first impression is this.
I've never really been interested in it before, but I figured I'd play it for the stream.
Nintendo remakes, you thought you'd give this one a go. Nothing gets you going more like Nintendo remakes.
One thing I know, though, is that like the art for the game looks much better than the game looks, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah, because the art is like purpose built, and the game itself is a load of stock models made by Creatures Inc.
With a filter that tries to make it look like how the game or how the art looks, but doesn't quite make it.
You know, the older games in this series were actually 2D, honey. Like, they were actually...
Well, yeah, I know.
Just saying.
I know.
I'm just saying you might want to go back and maybe play the original after you play this.
Why is volume so weird? I'm trying to... You're really quiet, Bis. And I've turned you, like, way up. No, I've turned you way up and it's not getting any louder on OBS.
Weird.
Yeah, like you're now like way too loud on my end, but it didn't increase your volume. Is it because I changed the volume mixer settings for OBS and made it low?
What?
But I had to because otherwise I get blown out. Can you listen to the stream and see if you sound okay, Bis?
Okay, I'll listen to myself.
Okay.
I only sound like... I don't sound that quiet.
Okay. I have several questions for you. I want you to answer them sincerely. Are you ready? Okay. The interview begin. Do others often call you childish? Do they?
Let's do questions. Let's do this.
You can help me answer these, Biz.
Wait, what do you mean help?
Help me answer them for me. He's like, I don't know.
Okay,
Do you think they do? Oh, hello, everybody's here now.
I mean, you have like a childlike innocence to you.
Alright, we'll say yes. Human hand extends out of a toilet. What would you do? Shake hands with it. It's probably Cassie. I shake hands. There is a bucket. You put water in it. How much will you fill it?
Full. Right?
I guess.
Like, what do you need it for?
I don't know. These are weird questions. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna try one thing. Let's see. I'm curious about the audio thing. What if I set it back? Because this is kind of unideal for me, but I want you to be able to hear the game. If I switch it to this, there's nothing here at the moment. Okay, so everyone in the chat, do you hear the game still? Y'all still hear the game?
So do you hear me, Elena, in the game? If you hear me, Elena, in the game, scream very
Not
loudly.
really.
IRL, no scream.
Kinda? You hear the game a little bit. How about
Wait, is
now?
chat broken for me? Chat's broken for me.
How about... Oh, I see. So it's so start talking again, Bis. Yeah, it's counting your... It's hearing your... Yeah, it is counting your volume through OBS for some reason. Yeah. It's bizarre. Oh, can you... So, Shan says excellent. Does that mean you can hear everything? The game, and the Bis, and the me?
And the Elena, yeah. The trifecta.
Yes. We all good in the neighborhood?
I'm just listening to the
I
stream.
don't like to fight.
I don't hear the game on here.
Oh. Well, this is really obnoxious.
You probably should have figured all this out, like, between streams, to be honest.
Well, I thought I did. And then I realized, no, I'm still... Game I can hear like 2%. Yeah, it's not showing up on the volume mixer. I don't know why it's like this. This is only an issue when I have a co-host and I'm streaming with the capture card. By the way.
Well, the other method, I was like slightly quiet, but it still worked. So just go back to that, maybe. I don't know.
Oh boy, it's loud.
Don't blame me. I've never done anything wrong ever.
Wait, what happened? No, it was... Don't go back to the other way.
Oh, Lena, I love you. You fucking
This way.
dork.
I want it this way. There.
We need to... Okay, Elena. We need to start doing tests on, like, local recording before we stream. I know Vinny Vinesauce gets away with this, but Vinny Vinesauce...
Do you think you are cool? Be honest. I don't know.
No.
Do I think I'm cool?
I don't think you think you're cool, so good to know.
Okay. Oh, it's so loud now. I can't hear myself think. Somebody calls you weird but funny. How does that make you feel? Happy. It's the summer holidays. We are going on a summer holiday.
No, that's not the tune. We're going on a summer holiday. Fuck you, Monaco. It's never my fault.
Oh, the
Hey,
beach
honey.
for sure.
Is everything too loud for you at the minute?
No, just the game.
I'm not.
Hi, Ash. No, you're not.
Shit! It's
You come
Ash!
across a treasure chest. How do you
What
react?
the fuck is Who Cow? What the fuck is a Who Cow?
I'll turn the volume down on my headphones a little bit.
That should solve the problem.
How do you
Yeah,
react?
I'll fucking come
Open
fight
it.
you, Monaco. Fucking pay my fucking plane fare.
You want to...
Okay, I'm looking up Who Cow.
Who cow?
Okay, okay, so Ash asked me to Google who cow and look up what it means. A who cow is a woman who chooses to be objectified for her large mammaries and ability to lactate constantly. Thanks for that, Ash.
You appear to be the naive type. You love rare things.
That sounds like a good idea, Monaco.
Cheerful and carefree at it. Should make things fun for the people around you.
That seems like a pretty straightforward.
You do have one flaw. You can be childish. You can never sit still. You're always on the move. You can also be selfish, so you should watch yourself. A naive person like you should be Eevee. Well, that's not the Pokemon I wanted.
Which one did you want?
Oh no, not Eevee. That's boring.
Wow. Wow, fuck you.
Which Pokemon would you like to be? Well, I don't really like any of these Pokemon, to be honest. I mean, Bulbasaur's okay, but I don't know if I want to be a Bulbasaur.
You don't like fucking Cyndaquil?
I mean, I guess I like them all just fine, but I don't want to be any of them.
Elena, we've been through this before. You don't want to be anything other than human. We've talked at length about this. I tried to make you a sword for like a solid half year, and you weren't having it.
Ash says I'm rude.
You okay.
I mean,
Do you want my advice?
What?
John, maybe you should just go skitty. I don't know. It's like, I don't know.
I mean, I guess I don't really like any of the other picks any better, so I guess I'll just go with the one it was gonna give me.
I mean, I think fundamentally the problem with this game is like, wow, it's a game about being a Pokemon, and you don't want to be a Pokemon.
This is the final step. Who would you like to have as a partner? I'll pick Chikorita, because Chikorita is cute. Look at that little face. What?
If you could pick literally any Pokemon out of the 2000 for this, which one would you pick?
I don't know, I just like being me.
You see, that's the problem. This game is literally just not made for you.
Yes.
Oh, fucking Absol would be
My
rad.
partner's nickname is...
I'd probably just pick like Alcremie, because like Alcremie or Rabombi or something that's basically just me anyway. Something on the spectrum of Lopunny to Rabombi, somewhere around there, between those. Oh wait, are you calling it fucking Bungus?
Yes!
Is that you or your partner?
The partner.
What was you called?
I guess I'm just called me.
Oh.
Every time you do a Pokemon personality test, you get Chikorita, Shan says. Minako says, I could see you being a small fairy, Bis.
I mean, yeah, but... and yeah, that's basically... Like, that's the thing, is I would go for, like, Rabombi, but I feel like Rabombi doesn't have, like... I also have, like, a sweet tooth, so that makes me think maybe, like, Alcremie, maybe... But then also I'm a hoe, so then you, like, I don't know, it's really complicated. I have, like, many attributes. It's hard to find a Pokemon that does all of them.
I think it might actually work, like... It might work if you try turning yourself up on your end, Bis.
I can try that.
At this point, I think that might work.
Everybody can hear me, right? Just checking, like...
Your audio levels, I'm noticing, are just a tad bit lower than mine, so it's not a big deal. But if you make yourself a little bit louder, you can match me a little better.
Let me try and overclock.
I guess it probably doesn't really matter to you much, but just thought you could try that if you want.
I mean, it would matter
Please
to me
wake
if
up.
we were
Come
doing
on,
this
wake up.
before the recording, but if we're doing it midway through, then I just get kind of like, why didn't we do this beforehand?
Boy, this game is ugly.
Why am I
I'm just gonna say right off the bat, this is a horribly ugly game.
Yeah, because the fucking original looked way better.
Like, it just looks like... It looks like Winnie the Pooh, but worse than that.
Oh, it turns out I can't overclock my microphone on new Windows. Thanks, new Windows.
You're finally awake. Oh, is it Skyrim? Oh, Earth. Well, Chikorita's cute anyway, even if the game looks like poop. Where is this? It was a mistake to not do this game in 2D, to be honest.
Elena, can I ask you a question?
What? I'm
If the game was
Bungus,
in
happy to
2D,
meet you.
what would be the difference between this and the original?
It's a good question.
It's almost as if good games don't need fucking remakes!
Manako says, I feel like they should have just re-uploaded the last one rather than make this ugly MF. Shen says 2D best. Yeah, I'm not, like, I've talked about this before, I don't know if on stream, but I feel like something was lost when they decided to move from to 3D for Pokemon. Like, they could have just kept with sprites.
Also bad news. Wait, I don't think I can overclock my microphone.
I thought sprites were more interesting. Like, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like every game, like they would have a different art style to it with the sprites. And then now that they're doing the 3D models and they're very, like, they're all like so homogenized, like very standardized, and so now all the games just look the same forever, basically, as far as the Pokemon go, and there's like no personality anymore. Like even in this, they're using their same basic models. They've applied like a filter, like a texture filter to it, to get like to approximate a drawn look, and I think they just did it the worst way possible, and like the models don't, like they don't match. Like you look at the background, which I think is kind of done in, it almost looks like done in a haphazard way. Like, you can do a style that looks like that a lot better, and I've seen a style like that looks like this a lot better.
Okay.
It feels like the color scheme they picked is kind of garish, like it's not pleasant colors to look at. Just like, I'm just looking at this scene here, and I'm like, I don't really like looking at this.
Ash, I don't think they have painted textures on the Pokemon. I think that's also the filter as well. I think these are the same textures as well.
Imagine if they made a Pokemon platformer.
I would love a Pokemon platformer. It'd be fucking amazing, especially if you could play as Alcremie.
You know what? Rather than turn you up, Bis, I'm just gonna turn me down a little bit. Just tad.
I mean, that's alright, but then at some point, the game might be louder than both of us, so you turn the game down. But
no, it's only, I just turned it down a little bit so we match. Everything else is fine.
Okay, I'll stop leaning
a normal
really close
Eevee
to
in every way
to compensate them.
It's true. I have turned into an Eevee.
Okay, so hot
take,
take,
why?
right?
I don't remember anything.
The reason that people complain about animations in Pokemon so much now is because
kind of
it's
weird.
3D. Because in a 2D game, people like you can get away with a lot. In 2D, people understand that it's like a symbolic representation. In 3D, everybody's like, "Why doesn't this look like Breath of the Wild, Zeldy boy?"
The chick's feet were clipping, Manako says. The portraits are drawn, but they're drawn. I don't know. They look. They sort of just look the same as the models.
I think they traced the models.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was gonna say. They look like tracings of the models.
Chikorita's just planted their fucking roots in.
It looks washed out. That's the word I was trying to say. Game looks really washed out. What's your name?
I was gonna use the word shit, but okay.
I mean, that's fair enough. This is probably going to be kind of a complainy sort of stream.
I'm so glad we both hate a Nintendo remake for once. Usually it's only me.
I don't really have any stake in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon because I've never played it before.
I've never played any of them, but I at least respect the originals because they seem like good games. But like this,
a funny name. I've never been really interested in the series.
Is a pretty funny name.
Wow. I will say, Chikorita's front feet are sinking. My sister's played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon before.
Sometimes it just
Caterpie fell into a cavern, my poor baby.
Chikorita bungus.
What? A huge fissure opened in the ground and my Caterpie fell in. The toilet. He's too young to crawl out by himself. When I went to get my baby, Pokemon suddenly attacked me. Huh? You were attacked? By other Pokemon? They must be enraged by the Fisher and are out of control. That's what I think. Like, I don't... I don't really like how the leaves on the grass look. That's one thing I keep noticing.
I like the grass stars. They probably made more sense in 2D though.
Yeah, I guess
also,
they just... The way they've drawn on them doesn't look the best. That makes sense.
Oh yeah, Minako, this is... Oh, Minako, this is a... Wait, the last
What will become of my baby?
This is a remake of the first one. But yeah, I hate the fact that they're Pokemon, but then they're like, oh, they must be enraged by the Fisher. Like,
what am I to do? Oh dear, oh dear. Sounds bad, we have to go help.
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
A very shrill beep.
I don't hear it.
I'm gonna assume my PC just fucked up and just destroyed my eardrums then.
Oh. Would this be a mystery dungeon? It is, it's a mystery dungeon. Yeah, this is a straight up remake of the original game. Here, let me show you.
Okay, so I have a fan theory, right? Okay, well,
Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX, and you can see the red and blue on there. So they've just combined red Rescue Team and blue Rescue Team into just Rescue Team.
Okay, so if I'm wrong, okay, the last Mystery Dungeon games were quite a while ago, right? And were they still 2D?
No, they'd already gone to 3D.
Wait.
On the 3DS.
Okay. Alternate take, right?
Uh-huh.
I still think there's maybe precedent for this. I think this game might be made by a different team than the original. Because you can easily just give another team, like the original game, as like reference, and then a load of
try using L to walk.
And be like,
you can also move with bloop. I like how it's... Whoa, this movement is really janky. Like, they've just used the exact same movement, I imagine, from the original. But like this is the jankiest... Like, it feels terrible to move like this.
Oh no!
Oh, I hate this.
Oh no! Oh!
This is absolutely disgusting.
This is... Okay, so like... Yeah, this is something that's made for D-pad.
I mean, it's made for a D-pad, and it's made for sprites. It's not made for this. Like it.
Oh, this is painful.
Oh my god, I hate this.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. That combined with Eevee's like just floats
so nasty,
and
Minako says.
Eevee just floats and wiggles legs, and this feels almost like amateur.
Pokemon fans wasted all of their energy complaining about Sword and Shield when it should have been this. Like, this is an abomination. Maybe that's a little harsh, but it feels like an affront to the original.
It's just unnecessary. We already have this exact fucking game.
Like Minako said, why not? Like, why can we not just have Game Boy games on the Switch? Like, the Switch would be absolutely perfect for Game Boy games, and it's like the one system they have not done for some reason.
Is it just that Babby don't want old graphic?
Minako says it looks like a fan game.
That's a very mean thing to say. Fans put passion into their fucking work.
Poke
pretty much,
is the money of this world. You can use it when you want to buy something. 3D is not better, just different, Shan says. God, I'm never going to get used to this movement.
Yeah, and if you're making a game in 3D, you have to actively
just look at those little animations. They're so like... Again, they just sort of, I imagine directly... I imagine they just directly transcribed the animations from the original without taking into account those were meant for sprites and not 3D models. Like, look at this, like, terrible little walking animation. He's not even walking. He's just, like, wiggling his feet.
When you walk in a circle and Chikorita just snaps between moving and not moving, they kind of look like a fly, like a wayward fly. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, like the movement that I did for Pizza Time Explosion for the flies.
Exactly, yeah.
They just want money, it must be, Shan says.
People want new Mystery Dungeon. Like, people have been asking for new Mystery Dungeon.
Yeah.
I think they just want good Mystery Dungeon.
I saw somebody, when I was first talking about this and how ugly I thought this game looked, Because of press L for auto mode. What? You can just press a button and the little character just wanders around the dungeon on its own. You don't even have to play.
Just press it. Just don't play.
Yeah, I'm just holding L.
What the fuck is it?
Auto mode will end. You have to play when an enemy shows up, but otherwise... Ash's WTF. Auto mode dumb.
I don't get it. I don't.
Why would you need that?
So this is like
Who
a
wants
JRPG
that?
kind of.
I guess if you were like a 1-year-old baby.
Wouldn't the part of a JRPG a person would want to skip be the battles, not everything around?
I know what.
Like when I was an impatient babby, that's how I want it to be.
How do I get to?
Hey, Monako. Keep in mind, mobile games are at least designed around their bullshit. This is just a game designed for intensive play with a shitty, tiny fucking thing added on top, which fails even. Like the auto mode does not expand the audience of this. I don't think nobody's gonna play this.
Nobody's gonna just
because the auto mode is there.
And it's the L button, by the way, which is sort of the most awkward button to hold down for a long period of time.
Well, that's
You're blown away by the wind and failure adventure.
If you use it too much,
your finger dies.
They punish you with hand cramps.
I didn't think this was bad until auto mode, Ash says. Pokemon players, Sword and Shield is too easy. Pokemon, hey, what if in our dungeon crawler you just didn't have to crawl the dungeon? Pokemon players, puts Mystery Dungeon in a place. Oh, thank you. Am I going to starve to death like in Minecraft?
Oh my god, what if you just starve to death like in Minecraft? Wouldn't that be fucking hilarious? Eat the execute! Vol the execute!
Auto mode.
Oh, they're gone. Can auto mode eat?
Apparently not. I'm dying. I'm dying, Squirtle.
You should pick Squirtle as your partner. Eat your partner!
There's no I don't have any food. In the full version of the game, you'll lose items and money if you faint in a dungeon, but you'll be able to ask other teams to rescue you. You can't use this rescue system in the demo version of the game. For now, you can just revive right where you fainted if someone rescued you.
Auto mode killed my family, burned my crops, and delivered a plague onto my nation.
No. Let me keep playing, darn it.
Oh, Shan, when you get Pokemon Sword, add me on the Switch machine Pokemon.
The Switch.
And then fight me in Pokemon. Why are you gonna have a demo of this unfinished?
Have a demo of this unfinished. The game comes out in 2 months. I got one more.
Give me the whole cookie.
I have one more thing to add. Insult to injury on this. This is a full $60 retail game. I checked. They want $60 for this game.
Oh.
Your mom's waiting. Game comes out in 2 months and they don't have the revival system added. Successfully completed the rescue. My baby's safe.
I don't think they can just copy it over, Ash. I don't think that's how it works. Like the build.
Just copy the code. I can never thank you properly.
I don't know. I think it's complicated because the thing is the remake's probably been built architecturally in a different way. You can make remakes that use old code, but then like you basically end up having to get the old game and then just build something on top of it, which renders a new thing based on data reading from the RAM of the old thing. It's complicated.
I've got a voice for Chikorita now.
Wait, why am I explaining this? Why am I explaining this if I understand programming? I'm fucking going through this shit.
This is the thumbnail, by the way. This is going to be the thumbnail right here.
Elena, can I ask you a very serious question?
What? What? You've gone quiet, Bis.
Why the fuck did you call him Bungus?
It just seemed right. So this is where people getting those screenshots where it just says, I'm baby. Yes. Well, look at that face. Cool. He's staring at me adoringly. Sparkly eyes. It's a little embarrassing. But this doesn't feel bad either. It's like I'm a hero.
Baby. Oh my god, Bungus fan art.
Manako says I'm so drawing Bungus fan art. Yes, please. Helping a Pokemon in trouble might be a good experience. Thank you, Bungus. A tiny reviver seed. I need food. Oh, there's food. I do not like the wing flapping, Shan says. And look at how pitiful it is. It's just bloop bloop bloop. It is like the British Queen waving.
Oh, it's like the British Queen in every respect. Ineffectual, worthless, disgusting, sickening.
Thank you for helping. Thank you for helping! You're very tough. I was so impressed.
All of chat knows this now.
Oh, hi, Arrow.
Hey, Arrow. Hey, Arrow, you just missed the fucking dunking on the Queen. It was pretty great.
If you don't have a place to stay, you should come with me. It's our Bungus.
Okay, so Arrow, we're playing the demo of another shitty Nintendo remake. This one's a remake of like a dungeon crawling Pokemon game, which is apparently pretty good for the Game Boy Advance /DS. But this is the shitty remake.
I'm a human being. But I like this place. I feel weirdly happy. Might be an instinct thing for Pokemon. Maybe this is what it feels like to want to wag your tail. It doesn't matter, I'm happy. Yeah, it looked like Pikachu. Maybe I feel that way because I'm an Eevee. But the graphics in this game are just... they stink. Like,
they really do.
Like, you can do a style like this and make it look so much nicer.
Like, okay, with mainline Pokemon games, it makes sense that they reuse models and stuff, because it's like, you know, there's like a million of them. This is like a normal fucking JRPG. Fucking just make new models, for fuck's sake.
Minako says Bungus is gonna take my kidney. That voice I came up with for Bungus was just based on the name alone. I just said Bungus! And then that's the voice.
Arrow, I cannot wait until you see this game in level. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, Chikorita is sinking again. You're impressed, aren't you? I thought so. Thought this would make a good place for you to live. Sounds almost like Lumpy Space Princess.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I was sure you would like it.
They could have at least limited the frame rate on some of the animations, and it would made them stand out less against the art backgrounds.
This is the longest I managed to keep a voice going. Like, usually I like make a weird voice and I can't do it again.
Oh, they removed a really fun Easter egg in this. Before, if you like interacted with the post box from the side, there'd be a note saying, "Warning, you can only interact with the post box from the front." Like a little sticky note. But in this version, you can just touch it anywhere, who cares?
A rescue team?
You don't know about rescue teams, Elena?
Refuse. I'm sure that we would make a first-class rescue team together. Please, will you form a rescue team with me? That sound effect sounds a lot like one of the sound effects that was in Mario Party Advance. I guess it's like a Game Boy Advance sound. Done deal.
Daniil. Fuck! Somebody just comes in the chat and is like, "Fuck Bungus!"
Good message.
Could that be
I haven't decided on one.
Fuck Bungus.
What would be a good name for us? Tenacity? What are other random names it'll give me?
Arrow. being real. Probably loops.
I'll see Bungus in my nightmares.
Hey Monako, here's something to think about. Bungus is gonna evolve twice and eventually grow to be like... Isn't Meganium
Chungus.
Like 5 or 6 feet tall?
It's gonna grow into a big Bungus.
Wait, is this the name of your team?
Yeah. What? I'm doing random to see what it gives me. Pokemon! That's the name of our team! Fluffers! There we go. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Wait, okay. You don't want to see if chat has any suggestions?
Kill it with fire.
Have you already clicked Team Kill It With Fire? Team Pizza?
Name the team Pita. No.
10 City?
Well, because it said Tenacity first.
Oh.
It's a joke, you see.
Smoke Bungus Leaf.
No, I like Fluffers.
Okay. I've got one suggestion before you go with that.
What
about just Bungus and Co?
Bungus and Co.
Rescue Not! Oh, these are some good suggestions. Call it Yoshi Fan 45.
It's just sort of somebody on my friends list.
Yes, it just came online.
Yeah, Bungus and Co is good.
Oh wait, no, well, Ash is a really fucking good one. Vorhorse.
No!
Vorhorse, do it! Okay, sis, you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. What about Super Mario?
Just keep in mind, this is not going to be a full playthrough. I'm not buying this game. I'm not spending $60 on this.
Ash asks, what about Bone Daddy?
Is there an ampersand?
This wasn't a suggestion, but I'm gonna assume it. I'm gonna pretend it is. Minako suggests, oh god. She adds like rescue lot.
I guess we'll do plus. Cool.
Wait, is there no ampersand?
Nope.
Are you fucking me right now?
I didn't.
Why
I
is there no
don't see
fucking
it.
ampersand? Wait, just double check. They can't seriously have not put a fucking ampersand in a video.
I don't see an ampersand here. It's all just all the letters with accents.
What about others?
This is others.
Oh, what about what about INS? What's INS?
It's insert. You know, like on the keyboard.
Why is there no fucking ampersand? This is a fucking disgrace.
It's got everything. It's got literally everything else.
They have Mars and Venus symbols. But no fucking ampersand.
And they have the Spanish upside down exclamation point and question mark.
I mean, they need to do that because there's probably good people who play this who speak Spanish.
Well, yeah, but they don't know ampersand.
I'm gonna spend $60 on this game because I love Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and hate my wallet. That's valid. I mean, you could also just play the original, which exists on the Game Boy Advance and Nintendo DS.
Bungus and Co. I like it. It's a good name. It's perfect. I wanted to wear this on the day I got started on a rescue team. I have 2 of them, so let's put them on.
I love how this is a game where you're not. We've functionally created a game where we're not playing as the protagonist.
Oh
Bungus
god,
is the
they
protagonist,
didn't make the little scarves go around the models in any meaningful way. They're just stuck on like a.
No.
They don't go around her neck. Why did they do it like this? I think it's inside of them. If you look closely on Chikorita there, or no, oh, I think that's just an outline that's struggling to exist. I was gonna say I thought you could see it clipping through, but no. Rescue Team Bungus and Co.
Just clip into the skin.
Just clip into the skin.
Bungus is just a slime blob.
It says no. Playing the original makes too much sense, and that is how Bungus began their careers together. Chikorita is just an unripe banana, yeah? Arrow says. That is a bow, not a scarf, Shan says.
Okay, so wait, let's just take stock here for a second. I think there weren't any bows I think the bows didn't appear in-game in the original. They were only in artwork.
Yeah.
I think. But I think they were actually fucking there.
Yeah.
And in the game boxes, they are an actual thing that goes around the neck.
Yeah, look, if you look in the artwork there, I don't know how well you can see. But look at the Squirtle and the Pikachu. See, can I zoom in on this?
Oh yeah, they do. They fucking have them. So they don't have fucking scarves in game. They have fucking bow ties.
Oops. Let me zoom this in for you. Here we go.
Fucking clip-on suction
See that?
bow ties.
That's what that's supposed to be. The artwork, like I said, the artwork looks a lot better than the game.
Look at your me just bounce inside that fucking orb. Free her.
Imagine if the demo ended there.
Wait, excuse me, Monaco. When have I ever sucked?
So the ties are in the front. Yeah, but you don't see the rest of it. Where'd the rest of it go? That Pokemon. Think it was Bungus? We made a Prongus. A Prongus. Bungus made a Prongus. To form a rescue team together. Wonder what Bungus is doing. I should go out.
I would hate not having hands.
Oh, now it's smooth movement. Although it's a little weird. You're turning, like... What's the word? Your turning radius is really wide.
What?
This looks incredibly awkward still, though, doesn't it? Look at this movement. Looks like he's sliding. He's got wheels on him somewhere. This isn't like a walk. It's like it has a walking animation, but it's actually.
Spin around as fast as you can.
I will. Please after
spin around
this.
As fast as you can. Okay.
It looks like he's walking, but really, God, that's the most awkward walk animation I've ever seen in my life.
It really is. Oh my!
Like the most
God.
awkward walk animation I've ever seen in a supposedly AAA video game, big $60 release game. There is no momentum, Arrow says. The feet are the only things that move. Oh God. The floor is ice. Oh no! The Eevee looked like she was floating.
Oh my god, they really fucking do.
I want to get through this dialogue so I can move again. The little head tilt, but don't have any job offers yet. Ha 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 ha. What do you think Bungus smells like? Ha ha ha, asking for a friend. Maybe there's something in the mailbox. Bungus checked the mailbox. The mailbox contained a rescue team starter set. I knew it'd be here. It's a rescue team starter set. Yeah, I know. I just they always give you one if you start a rescue team. How did they? Who sent it? Who knows?
The gods sent it.
There was a rescue team badge inside. Also an issue of Pokemon News inside. Yes! There are some good things here!
Squash and stretch. I sleep. Skin clip ties. Real shit!
First off, the rescue team badge. It shows that we're a rescue team. This is a toolbox. Use it to carry items you find in dungeons. Let's put the stuff Butterfree gave us in here for now. Items are very useful, so let's use them on our adventures. Yeah, it would be nice if I could use them earlier so I wouldn't starve. Useful for rescue teams. I'll put the Pokemon News in the mailbox. You should read it later on.
I don't
Anything
know who
else?
sent it, but who delivered it. A Pelipper,
Is there any
obviously.
other mail? Maybe not? That little head move. Mailbox was empty. Isn't any mail for us after all? If there are any rescue jobs, we would be getting mail, but nobody knows about us since we're such a new team, I guess. Ha ha ha. Somebody knew about us.
Well, technically Arrow will. It's like, would you rather get this game or spend half the money on an expansion pass for Sword and Shield?
This is $60. The expansion pass for Sword and Shield is... What was it? It was like $30. So... That's an easy pick for me.
Wait, hold the fuck... Wait, no, I don't think you understand, Ash. They didn't animate Chikorita's phallic fucking head. This is I think for the most part it's just
Basic.
a stock animation.
Okay, I'm spinning as fast as I can. This is what it looks like. Let's see if I can make it faster.
Look at him go!
Well, if I go too fast, he doesn't even spin anymore. It doesn't, like, the turning radius is too high, so I'm going faster than it can turn. Wow. The legs don't even move when you spin, Ash says.
Oh,
it's an Eevee on wheels. It's like one of those like little toys that you get, where it's like it like rolls around on the floor and looks like it's walking. This is not a real Eevee.
For some reason though, Eevee's animation has like Cassie.
Arrow says, "How does the
energy.
demo look so unfinished?" This game comes out in 2 months. I have a feeling that this is basically already finished, unfortunately.
Okay, I think this was definitely fucking right. I feel like this is just something they dumped out.
Yeah, they pooped. I feel like it feels like they spent like half a year at most. that's like a generous estimate of how long they took with this game.
You know what, Ash? I have a hot take. I think the house is the one thing in this scene that looks half decent.
Bzz, bzz, bzz.
It's like at the very least the texture work, or it's like even if the textures are low resolution, the textures are still good. Is the Pokemon thing I don't like. I don't mind pixelation. I just don't like it when things are artistically incoherent, like not appealing.
Like I feel like this, sort of the way they did it here, it doesn't look good. If it makes sense.
Wait, I don't think they had half of Game Freak working
yes,
on
let's
this.
go.
What company?
I don't know if Game Freak even worked on this. For Real Friends Pokemon Edition. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. For Real Friends. Arrow knows what I'm talking about.
So Pokemon Mystery Dungeon so far has been made by Chunsoft and Spike Chunsoft, that also makes Mystery Dungeon, which is its own series that this is a spin-off of.
Chunsoft and Spike Chunsoft did some 3DS stuff too. Some other games. I've seen that developer name before. I think they did some of the stuff in the Street Past Me Plaza. That's where I remember them from specifically. Also, yeah, it says our scarves are not the same colors, and also neither of them is red or blue. They're green and yellow.
Okay, wait, hold on. So wait, they must get scarves that actually go around their neck at some point. Because I'm looking at pictures of the last game they released, and they had that in the 3DS one. So so yeah. I think I saw somebody in chat mention these are just bows.
I think I forgot to mention earlier. Well, I mean, they still look terrible. And also, the Chikorita called them scarves. Said, here's the scarves that we were going to put on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
I'm pretty sure that's what I read in the dialogue was the scarves. But yeah, one thing I was going to say, so when I was I think I forgot to mention this, but what I wanted to say was when I was talking about how the models are all standardized now, and I was talking about my complaints with that, with regard to Mystery Dungeon and just Pokemon in general. And somebody said, yeah, they'd been feeling that ever since the 3DS games when they moved to the 3D and thought they had lost a lot of their charm from using those models. So, like, this isn't even the first Mystery Dungeon to use these models. Well, even those, like, those ones, I think there was 2 3DS Mystery Dungeon games. There was Super Mystery Dungeon, and I think there was one before that that was more like a regular one. And neither of them reviewed well, and I never heard anybody, like, be real into them. Like, it was just, at best, like, lukewarm. Like, people thought they were okay. And at worst, like, people just didn't like them. So, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon has not been on a good track record for a while. So
Arrow? Is Arrow like the weeb word for lewd
is
B6
B6F?
You sunk my battleship.
But this is deluxe. Oh, Arrow, you didn't get to see this yet. Did you know you don't even have to walk through the dungeon? You can just press the L button and this happens. Oh, hold B and press L. Yeah, see, you just hold the button.
And they dungeon crawl for you. You don't even have to crawl the dungeon.
You only have to stop to press the A button when there's a battle.
Also, Elena, show Arrow what it's like to walk in a circle.
Eat an apple to recover. You can press B. Okay. Yes, so this is what movement looks like in the dungeon. It's disgusting. It feels and looks terrible. Walk is actually smoother in auto mode. Oh, chances I remember hating the hunger meter. Could be an accessibility thing. Well, that's what I was saying. It would be, other than to do that you have to press the L button, which is like the most uncomfortable button to hold down for a long period of time.
Yeah. I feel like as well, if it's an accessibility thing, it should just be an option in menu. Do you want auto walk? Yes or no?
Yeah. But be careful, it's a Voltor.
Yeah, I hate hunger mechanics in general, TBH.
This is where Minecraft got its hunger from.
From Pokemon Mystery? Wait, got its hunger? It just
You have
took
two
a
hands,
look at
though.
it. Are you implying that fucking Minecraft Miku took a look at fucking Bungus and was like, I'm starving?
The heads bounce in time. If you face multiple enemies at once, retreat to a corridor to fight them one at a time. If it would let me. Every one move you'd make in a dungeon, your opponents will also make one move. Turns always go in order. If you don't move, neither will your opponents. Take your time and choose your actions wisely. Enemy defeated. Yeah, I hate how the movement looks. It's just...
Like
it's grid-based, but there's no, like, way to see, like, the grid is not apparent. Full R...
Oh, arrow. I totally know what you mean, yeah.
Okay, now this is... Oh, now that you can see a grid. But only when you stop and hold the R button.
I think
and then you can only move diagonal. This is so bizarre.
The mobile game aesthetic is basically just like low effort but high fidelity. If that makes sense.
Yeah, and like I know what you're talking about. Like I recognize when a game looks like it is a mobile game. Like there's just a look. It's got the mobile game look, and this definitely has the mobile game look. Wait, what was that telling me to do? I pressed those buttons and it just brought up different menus.
I'm not surprised Nintendo doesn't, because like I think Nintendo's entire thing is just like an unflexing, unwavering, pompous, stuck-up load of shitheads. I mean, they're very traditional. Same thing. Like they hate options. They hate. I think the one time they've been alright with accessibility is like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That's like the one time I think.
Oh, with the auto steering and everything.
Yeah, like that one was like alright. That one's like pretty good. I think that's basically it though. Other than that, Nintendo hates options. They hate any kind of variability.
Yeah, when they do accessibility stuff, a lot of the times they just sort of force it on you. Like you can't be without it. And it like keeps putting it in your way. It's like, hey, here's this option.
That's the thing, because Nintendo just doesn't like trusting the people to make the best use of their game. They feel like they have to curate the entire experience because they're basically just arrogant shitheads. Except for the few. I mean, I'm being mean. I'm being mean for a lot of reasons. Like, I don't know, Nintendo has some good teams, first and second party. I just get really annoyed because the culture of the company sucks.
Oh yeah, Ash, I often see them complain about Nintendo games, actually, and their poor attempts at accessibility. Like Sword and Shield, I remember seeing them complain about because there's volume options, but they're locked behind or there's like advanced volume options, and they're locked behind an item that you have to get, and you can like it's not an essential item, you can skip it. So people might not find it, and also like people who need those options immediately won't get them. So things like that. You can set stones or spikes to throw by opening the X menu and going to your toolbox.
Oh, that fucking sucks, Ash. I mean, it doesn't surprise me because, you know, arrogance is the essence of Nintendo.
Nintendo refused to meet with him. Oh. Oh yeah, I think before I really knew Cassie, I saw her posting about, I don't think it was the whole group, I think it was somebody associated with them that she was working with for Free Goes to Hell.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool! It's really cool.
Yeah.
Hey, can I ask you a quick question, Elena?
Great, I leveled up. What?
Do you ever just want to pour a box of sawdust on a fire?
And see it poof up and in a big flame.
Yes. If not sawdust, then like tiny wood chips, just tiny wood chips. Just watch it become this beautiful inferno. Shivers.
I should play Little Inferno on stream sometime. I like that game.
You should
That's
you
a game
should get
about doing that basically.
And then set fire to your house and record Big Inferno.
No. I leveled up.
I mean, we've already established that I'm going to evict you from your house and take it for myself soon anyway, so you might as well ruin the property price before I get it. Just
I wonder if they originally intended this as a mobile game and then at some point decided to put it on Switch instead. Like maybe they couldn't figure out a way to add microtransactions to it or something. Going to have to eat. In which case it's like, well, I'm glad we got this then, if that was what they were going to do. I'd rather have this than microtransaction version of this.
I'd rather just go to eBay and buy the original fucking Wayfarers on DS.
Also, they don't... Their accessibility things, I feel like, aren't for, like, people with disabilities, and they're more thinking about, like, small children who don't understand how to play game. You know, because it's all stuff where it's just play the game for you, basically. Skip the level, let the game play itself, that kind of thing.
Yeah, like it kind of misses the point.
Uh-huh.
Like at that point, the problem is at that point it's not accessibility options for like people with disabilities. It's accessibility options for not what they consider them to be for, which is people who could beat the level but don't have the patience. So
People
it's like
who don't like to play games.
Yeah,
or
so it's just the
who
most
are...
condescending form of accessibility imaginable.
Exactly.
You're not allowed to take part. Just skip it. Who cares?
Just let the game go through the dungeon for you.
Because that's basically the thing, is that Nintendo's like, okay, well you can't beat it by our standards. Well, you don't get to fucking beat it at all. Game does it.
Yeah.
On to the next thing.
Unlike the Xbox controller, which like won awards and stuff. Ash says, Nintendo's always felt there's a correct way to play the game, and the only reason to make it easier is for children. Yeah, that's exactly what we were talking about.
I think that's the problem with Nintendo in general. It's just they are the most. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna run around circles. just yeah. I think that also this is the reason why you get shit like the way they butchered Majora's Mask in the remake. Because like they look at that game and they're like, wow, people liked this, but it's shit. We need to fix everything about it. And then they just
I try and make sure I do at least the basics for accessibility stuff with my games. Like Super Climb Up, I put in the slow motion mode, and Marshmallow and Fruitland had colorblind mode, and I had various visual options for Pizza Time Explosion.
You know what, Ash? I didn't know that was the case, but it's kind of a conservative country, so I'm not surprised in retrospect. That fucking sucks.
Especially Nintendo falls into that with their, sort of old businessman, old Japanese businessman who runs the country, runs the company now. Yeah, the country of Nintendo. No. Our bodies separated. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Rejoice. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Yay. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Sounds like a bee rather than a electricity.
Wait, I got distracted. Why did they want to be separated? Did they not want to evolve?
I don't know. Well, it was only 2 of them. You got a big apple. I got New York. What?
Is a magneton a fucking polycule? Is a Doug Trio a polycule? Is a Magnazone a Steven Universe fusion?
Sure. I'm glad our rescue mission went so well today. Yeah, I don't think I'd really be interested to play this game, even if it wasn't $60. I'm just kind of not really feeling it.
No, that's fair. I mean, it's pretty shit. I mean, yeah.
Like, I don't think I would even really be into the original version.
So at that point, is it like a weird... Is like level 35 or whatever, like the age of consent for Magnemite? only after
No,
them
hold
can
on.
they-
When it was night, the nighttime colors looked better than the daytime colors. They were there briefly, but
It's probably just because they're less washed out because it's darker. Japan seems like an interesting place. I think I reflexively dislike it now just because I used to idolize the place when I was young, and now I've realized it's actually a real place of problems. I'm like, oh no, so I might swing too much away. But it seems cool. It seems like there's a lot of good stuff to go and look at and food to eat.
I remember seeing somebody who went
good
there
trains.
and went past the Nintendo headquarters while part of their sign was like broken.
Yeah.
Remember when it like fell off in a storm?
What did
And
it
then
say?
I don't remember. It either like completely fell off or like the O fell off or something like that. I don't remember.
Nintendo.
and there was somebody I knew in high school who went on a trip to Japan, and when she got back she was talking about it and said that she wanted to go see the Nintendo headquarters, and then got there and realized that there's like they don't really do anything special for people coming to see it. It's just basically just this big blank office building, and you wouldn't know that it was Nintendo other than it just says Nintendo on the side of it. Like they don't have tours or anything interesting. They kind of just went in the lobby, and then that's kind of about as much as you get to see. So
Okay, you know
so
what?
don't go to Japan to see Nintendo because there's nothing interesting.
Hot take.
Oh, and I think she also said that they're sort of like out in the middle of nowhere. Like you have to like drive for a while just in the countryside, and then there's just Nintendo.
Yeah. Also, hot take, by the way, that Mario Park, I kind of fucking hate it. Because here's the thing, okay, is that like, okay, I saw the trailer for it. I don't know if this is the same one, but I think I saw a trailer for a Mario Park.
They're building, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same in each place, but they're building like several copies of it basically in different places. Like there's going to be one in California.
Because like, it's called Super Nintendo Land.
Oh, hold on. The stream has, the stream is having a blip.
You know the stock renders?
Biss, nobody can hear you.
Like the stock renders you get on like t-shirt.
Okay, now it's back. Nobody could hear you saying any of that. The stream was out.
Oh, I'm back. Anyway, what was this thing? So they call it Super Nintendo Land, but it's just New Super Mario Brothers marketing clip art land. It's just, look, here is the brand approved green grass and dirt.
Yeah, they could have just called it Mario Land because it's only Mario theme.
It's not even Mario. It's just New Super Mario Brothers generic fucking Mario trash homogenized shit. It's not even like it's anything from 64 or Sunshine or Galaxy. It's just, here is brand safe Mario, Fireflower, Star.
Oh, there's Cassie playing Hollow Knight. By the way, that she's doing all the time now. Arrow says, I'd like to visit, but yeah, I don't want to live. Also, one of my Japanese teachers said it was either completely or functionally impossible to get citizenship as a foreigner or something.
Biss, you? Wait, what did I say?
Well, I know some people go there and, like, live there permanently from abroad. I guess maybe they're not actually citizens, but they're living there?
Is this because I whine about New Super Mario Brothers?
This is Pokemon Squeal. Squeal. Also, I believe that's not a shiny Kecleon. It's just somehow a purple Kecleon that is only in this game, if I recall correctly.
Elena, what's the Kecleon's trademark ability?
That it's a chameleon.
Yeah, okay, what's the trademark ability of a chameleon?
They change color.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is that there's never been another depiction of Kecleon in any of the games like this. They're always just green. Or invisible.
That's fair.
That's what I'm pointing out. Like, this is the world's only purple Kecleon.
I mean, okay,
wait, look at that gallop. Like... Sometimes the animation doesn't even loop properly. Felicity Bank. You can save your P money there.
It's called makeup, Arrow says.
This is the Gulpin Link shop. Gulpin can link moves for you. Huh? What's linking? That's when Link shows up and... No, never mind. Chameleons don't exist in Pokemon Biss, Arrow says. You can use them together at the same time. You should just ask Gulpin for details. Why is this so janky? This is Kangaskhan storage. If you store items here, they'll be safe. Everyone looks like they're like velvety. Bit in a like sort of like a weird velvet that would like feel really weird. Like not the nice feeling velvet, but the kind where it like makes your skin crawl if you like try and rub it.
Oh, Elena, you know what? Okay, you know what one of my most vivid memories from childhood is?
What?
Licking velvet and my entire body fucking shook.
Don't do that, Bis! Oh no! That reminds me of... This is... well, it's vaguely similar. It reminds me of when I was little and I would like stick my nose on like the screen door or like the screen window and it would make me sneeze. And I would just do it repeatedly for some reason because I thought it was fun to be forced to sneeze.
Oh,
okay. That's a weird memory that got dug up. Shan says pee money. That's where they keep all the Kangaskhan's.
I hate the idle stance of this Kangaskhan. It's so stiff.
Threatening. Over here is the Makuhita dojo. His face is like not moving. The rest of his body. He looks like he's standing on his heels. Somehow. You see that? How like the tips of his feet are like moving up? He's balancing on his heels somehow? He's very talented.
Oh, I wish you hadn't pointed that out, Elena. It's really disturbing me.
You can learn or get training on various maneuvers used in dungeons. What do you think? The business here help us? Oh, and there's also the Pelipper post office. That's up past here. I think we can get rescue job information there. So how about we go to the Pelipper post office first? You know how some remakes, people say that it like makes the game look like how they remembered seeing it as a kid? This game looks like how you remember seeing the game in like a bad dream about the game.
Oh god, I've had so many nightmares recently.
This is how this is like what you've this is like what you wish the game didn't look like. Like when you remember it, it's like when you think you're like being like misled by your nostalgia, and it's like, well, the game probably didn't look that good as I remember it. And then you play this, and it's like, oh no, it looked bad. Now see that scene for a moment there when it was still looked okay, because it just looked like a drawing. See, if they'd just done this game in 2D, it would have been so much better. Like just doing this style with, you know, like flat backgrounds and just 2D animations. I fainted. I lost a battle. Where am I? Help! Sure, I'll take them all. Let's do it all. If you want to do a rescue job, choose the job and go to the dungeon that's indicated. Fungus. You can go to the dungeons by taking the path near the base.
Oh my
Get
god,
strong,
fucking clown.
Shan says. Why are you a clown?
I just realized when I'm on your stream, I can just host it.
Yeah.
I could just host it.
But Evie looks so proud when you... Evie looked proud when she walk. It's like the head goes back. And I hate these walk animations. These are they're so unbelievably stiff. Also, the auto walk is even less of an accessibility thing because you don't get it when you're not in a dungeon.
Mm.
So if it was meant to be to increase accessibility because the character just walks, no, like you're gonna have to make the character walk at some point. Like I guess it's like it's not for Yeah, it's definitely not for disability, because all it seems intended for is people who do not wish to navigate a maze. Because I guess they're like, well, now you don't get lost here because it's not a maze and you can just walk around wherever, so why should we hold your hand here? You can just walk where you want. Oh, Shan redeemed message to Bis for you, Bis.
Oh. Oh, that's alright then, I just wanted to make sure. Also, I love the arrows!
Auto walk, but it's entirely random outside of dungeons. Oh no!
Also me and the Twitch plays Pokemon Rescue Team. Oh, I feel bad. Chen spent like 1,000 BisDollars on that. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but you get it for free, so...
I mean, fair. I mean, you don't get it for free, you get it by being a diligent and beloved...
There's no dungeon over there.
There's no dungeon over there. You an England poop.
Oh, good luck taming your lumbercat.
Here you go. There are sparkles around a dungeon name. That's a sign that you'll get a lot of stuff. You can get almost twice the normal amount of P money and a lot of treasure boxes. Accepted jobs. So it's for Thunderwave Cave. Are they all Thunderwave Cave? Those ones are all Thunderwave Cave. There's one here, so we'll go here because it's the double dingus. Oh, I just noticed after I clicked that there's an icon that shows you if you have jobs there.
Hey Elaine, can you do me a favor?
What?
Never say double dingus ever again.
This game is...
Not even once.
So far, this game is incredibly boring to me. In many ways.
I mean, see, it's like, I guess dungeon crawlers are slow burns, but also it's like the presentation. This is just hideous.
Yeah, this game, this game is doing absolutely no favors to itself in any way.
Like, I feel like the thing is, I feel like the background elements are decently good. Like the backgrounds are redeemable.
You've arrived on the floor where Plusle is.
I just feel like the Pokemon models are the problem.
The models. I don't really like, and the color scheme. It's kind of garish. I don't like anything about the presentation in this.
Oh no, man, no, look at these rocks with the leaves on them though, aren't those like, if you filter everything out, those are well made.
It's got that mobile game aesthetic that we were talking about.
I don't know. Let me turn my graphics up so I can see them in full quality. No, the rocks look fine. Like I think the thing is like, okay, if you told me that these rocks were like from a Dragon Quest game,
What the heck was that?
You know?
I don't know. I stand by my thinking that this game is ugly.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the game's ugly. I just don't think it's the fault of the rocks. Double Dungus Bubble Bug.
Thank you, Aaron.
You finished my big plant over 3 times last night. I'm sorry. Oh my god, Elaine, Joe, here's something infuriating about Plusle and Minun.
What?
Okay, so Plusle and Minun had abilities called plus and minus, right?
Yes.
And originally, the way this worked is that if you had a Pokemon with plus and a Pokemon with minus in a double battle, they would both like power each other up, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, or I think it was speed or something like that. You know what they changed?
What?
It doesn't have to be plus and minus. Now it can be plus and plus or minus and minus.
Oh yeah, I remember that change.
They literally broke the entire point of the ability.
Also, you want to know something that reminds me of something related? Oh, it's Diglett. What is a big pile of dirt, Diglett? Yeah, it reminds me of something with Sword and Shield. So you know Toxicity, I think it's called. The punk purple guys.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They have the plus and minus abilities, and like there's 2 different forms of it, and apparently they have like special like moves and everything set up so that they work in tandem with each other.
Yeah.
Like that's like their gimmick is that you use both of them at the same time in double battles. Except for you cannot use them that way in the battle tower or in competitions because you're not allowed to have two of the same kind of Pokemon. So the whole gimmick of them is useless outside of just in game.
They're not the same fucking Pokemon. They have different fucking stats.
Yeah, and each form has a completely different moveset as well.
This is the biggest. Wait, hold on a fucking second. So Nidoran male and Nidoran female are different Pokemon, but the two different toxicities are the same Pokemon.
Yep.
Fuck this. This is the biggest little shit I've ever
So
heard
they
in my
went
life.
through all this trouble to make this whole gimmick, and then nope, you're not allowed to use that. Like, there's only like a few double battles in game that are not in the tower.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, right? Okay, complaining that fucking Zamazenta doesn't have a specific turning around animation for a cutscene in Overworld is tired. Complaining about this shit is wired.
I think the only time you could use it is with like the most relaxed rules possible in like a battle with a friend.
Wait, bad science? I wasn't paying attention. Where's the bad science? Oh, was it the plus minus thing?
Oh, and that power each other up.
Don't worry about it, it's just a hole.
What?
You don't like my Bungus voice?
It's something, honey. And also, I don't know, just hearing the word hole in the Bungus voice just gets to me.
You don't like when I talk about the hole?
Please, Bungus, shut the fuck up.
Oh, you gotta get out that image of Mr. Incredible.
Oh my god, Arrow was telling me about the fucking Snake Naga Gorgon Lamia bullshit early today. So you know Magic the Gathering is a card game, right?
Yeah. No, I don't want to talk to you anymore, Bungus.
Okay, so basically she showed me some cards, right, of these people who have... Basically these lizard-like people who live in trees, right?
Uh-huh.
And they're called Snake Warrior, and their type
That's such a
is Snake
stanky walk,
Warrior.
by the way.
Their type is like a Snake Warrior, right?
Yeah, a Snorier.
Yeah. Basically, this is bullshit where, like... I'm not going to get into all of it now, because I probably wouldn't explain as well as her, but basically, in Magic the Gathering, they have snakes,
client?
right? They have snakes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And serpents, and lamias, and nagas, and gorgons, and they're all different types.
Uh-huh.
Cards that work for snakes don't like. Okay, so you can have a card that works on snakes, right?
Yeah.
And it will work on a lizard man in a tree with a spear, but it won't work on a normal snake with arms. Because the normal snake with arms was a naga, and the lizard man in the tree was a snake.
Oh.
It's just nonsense. It's fucking awful. She needs to make like a fucking like a Tumblr post about it or something, so I can just link people.
So yeah, those
Shan, why is your cat eating soil?
So those toxicity forms are functionally like they're made as if they are different Pokemon because they have different movesets, they have different abilities. They're made to work with each other.
You know, there are actual fucking walking animations for all the Pokemon in Sun and Moon, and I'm pretty sure they're better animations than what's in here.
I guess they just decided they were just gonna recreate exactly the animations from the original game.
Maybe, or maybe
in
it's
3D.
like...
I don't know what those look like, but...
I think it would look like this. I feel like animations like this would make sense in sprites. Like, there'd be like something that would actually make.
Just like a couple frame animation.
Yeah.
Looks fine.
Ultimately, I think it might have something to do with the fact that it's grid-based. Like, you need to have like an animation that can convincingly happen over one tile, and then loop into it happening again, or not happening again, or something like that. This is just...
Charge! You tackle me. So Rattata's not on this floor.
It weirds me out how, like, you're Pokemon, right? And you're sentient,
Yeah.
and there's an entire Pokemon society. But now you're just going into a cave and beating up other Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like,
Because
why?
Pokemon in the caves are mean and they attack you.
Why are they mean?
Don't
Why are they
know.
doing this? It's like in like an RPG full of humans, they'd at least be called bandits or something. Because then you can go, oh yeah, they want to steal my stuff. Are these Poke Bandits? Where's the
Bandits?
sack of loot? I don't know if you ever say that to me ever again. I will come to your house, lift you over my head, spin you like a pizza, and you'll become a motion blur of loads of eyes, like a big smear frame. And then I will throw you out the window. You'll go out the window, and there'll be like the screen will shake, and there'll be a crashing noise. And in the distance, you'll be like, "Whoa!" And then there'll be a studio.
Arrow says, why does it tell you when you're on the floor with a Pokemon? Like, it doesn't even want you to explore, actually?
No.
I mean, you press the button and like, oh, my dude is gonna die because I can't fix him. I can't fix his condition. Oh, he died. He's good now. Do you notice how it's like Reviver? It's like you revive it. I guess it's always called a revive, so it's not that weird. Job complete. What did I even... I just had to... That wasn't... The... Real exciting mission.
Wait a
Told
second,
me it
did
was
the
here.
Nidoran just fucking ascend?
Yep. Gained a magical power.
Dungeon crawl. Okay, I explore. No explore! Only crawl! Arrow, I fucking love you. BRB, I'm gonna go throw a couple copies of this game on the fire.
Bis got the copies early just so that they could burn them. Pokemon Dungeon, no mystery. Yeah, pretty much. And what happened to the mystery part? I guess it doesn't tell you where the staircase is. But if you press the L button, it'll just take you there. What if you wanted to go to heaven, but God said you needed to be a spinny Nidoran? They leave. I hope this game flops. I hope people aren't like so like nostalgia driven or what have you, that they'll just like look at this and think this is fine. Oh, you just now realize Bis wasn't 100% joking about the fire. No, they actually have left, and it's just me at the moment. Oh, Bungus has no pee-pee. Don't take that quote out of context. Won't edit that out into a compilation. What? Oops, no, I wanna leave. Oh no, I've screwed it up. I can't get out of here now. Oh no, I really did it this time.
I'm
There we go.
I put some
Bis.
stuff on the fire.
Fire stuff.
I only just realised Bis wasn't 100% joking about the fire. Wait, what can Elena not just do? Aww,
you missed something I said.
What did you say?
I said Bungus has no pee-pee.
Why did you say Bungus has no pee-pee?
Because he had no, it said 0 pee-pee.
Oh.
And it was Bungus. I got a perfect apple. What is this, Animal Crossing? No context, only quote. Clipped by Arrow. Oh no!
Oh, it's fucking great. It's the excitable.
This is your reward.
Yep, that you just say Bungus has no pee-pee. I'm putting that in your server immediately. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing
it well. Yeah, it looks so much better with the nighttime colors. I wish I could get to see that more.
Cat's face.
Oh, did you put cat picture?
Cat with an orange. Yeah.
I'll show the cat picture on stream.
Apparently the cat does not like this game at all, which means the cat
The cat has
the same
also
level as all the humans
yeah,
here.
the cat has judged it poorly as well. Here's Shan's cat. Oh, I don't want to. I am not contracting those words together.
Shat? Oh, that's a cute kitty with an orange or what's the other thing? A parmesan? No, what's it called?
A tangerine?
Tangerine. That's it. I was getting tangerines and parmesan mixed up.
Tangerines.
Oh my god, it's my 2-year Twitter anniversary. It'd be way longer if they hadn't banned me the first time because I told my friend he was Dunyan Rings.
Mine is in October. Just before Halloween, I believe. He hates tangerines. Oh, you can't see us, of course. How very rude of us. Oh, dang, they bust through the floor of the house. I believe we're pleased to meet you. You don't look pleased with those angry eyes. Boy, Doug Trio turning around does not look natural. Arrow says it's your Dunyan-versary, Bis.
Oh my god.
Our child, Diglett, was attacked. He was whisked away to the peak of a tall mountain. We couldn't possibly climb somewhere so high up. That's why we must call upon you for your help. Diglett was abducted by a Pokemon named Skarmory. It's a vilely vicious ruffian. Please do be careful. Please, we need your help. We must go.
Oh my god, the Polycule has a baby. They have a baby. They have a baby.
It was so sudden, there was no time to even say no. So you don't need more than one Doug Trio to breed them?
No, they just fuck amongst themselves.
Amongst themselves.
Yes.
Wait, what, Arrow?
Whoa, you can't just what, bitch? What can't we just? Give us some fucking data. What can we not just?
Call Skarmory vicious and a ruffian.
Why not?
Good morning.
Why can't they just call this Skarmory vicious and a ruffian?
Why do you have to explain again? Alright, bye.
Arrow. You are talking about races here. These are individual Pokemon. Or races, species. This individual Skarmory.
It said his name was Skarmory. That's it for the demo version. You can play further in the full game. You can look around the town freely. To go to the main menu, choose others from the menu, and then save and go to main menu. Oh, that's it.
Skarmory, not Skarmories.
So we end on that note of Skarmory being called a ruffian.
I was about to be like, well, we're about to finally get somewhere interesting. So Skarmories.
Wait, how did it say to get out of here? I wasn't paying enough. I read it out loud, but I wasn't paying enough attention. Is it in settings or others? Yes.
They said Skarmory,
save and go
not
to main
Skarmories. If they say Skarmory is a vicious Pokemon, okay. If we say Skarmory is a vicious Pokemon, that's like saying dog is a vicious animal. But from their perspective, it's like, imagine if somebody said in Steven Universe, Pearl is a lovely gem. They wouldn't
Admire
mean
illustration.
They wouldn't
like-
mean that all pearls were lovely gems. They'd mean that pearl was a lovely gem.
Do you like how there's an admire illustration button here? Because
Admire illustration. Let's admire the illustrations. Let's do it.
the illustration looks better than the game.
It's a pretty good illustration. Although it has that fucking piece of shit Pelipper in it with its blue sausage
It
fingers.
looks like it's farting.
You look like you're farting.
Hey, don't say that to me.
Also, no problem, man.
I can't get
for approving messages.
There's no menu below this. So that's the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon demo, everyone.
Oh yeah, Arrow. Elena could have been Cubone. She just picked to be Eevee because she didn't.
Because
really
the game
like any
gave
of
me
them.
Eevee.
Yeah, the game
What's on
said
the
that she
news?
should be Eevee.
Oh, it's just Byleth. Byleth recruits Byleth. Wait, they're so cheeky, aren't they?
Hey, Elena, could we just to put a cap on this? Could we look up a long play of the original on YouTube and just look at how much better it looks?
I don't really remember how fiddly it is to get videos on the stream.
Oh yeah.
It's not gonna work out too well.
Ooh.
Can you be Smarkymon? You can be
Is that a
Skitty.
Is that a Digimon out?
No, I think she's asking if you can be a small Pokemon.
Oh yeah, there's Skitty, but like most of the Pokemon you're given options to be are like in the same size range.
It's like all the starters up to Generation 3 are options, and Pikachu, and then there's Cubone and Eevee
Because Pikachu has to be
and Skitty.
Pikachu's not allowed to be left out of anything. Pikachu's.
I think that was it. There may be others I'm forgetting, but oh, Meowth. You can play as Meowth.
Meowth's pretty good.
But yeah, that was that. I think that's going to be that. I don't think I'm going to return to that. Don't really feel like I want to pay $60 for that game.
There are no fish. There's no tentacle.
No fish.
Also, you can't evolve, if I remember correctly, because it's
No.
a normal JRPG, so you're not allowed to evolve, because then they'd have to make new sprites for all the player characters to evolve.
So yeah, that was some crust.
Oh my God,
There's
Arrow's just like, this game's shit. It's like,
no
yeah,
fish.
no
No game. So yeah, you know, I want to mention before we move on to our next game, that isn't it weird that Nintendo has nothing announced for this year? Like there's Animal Crossing, and there's this, and there's the Pokemon expansion, and there's Smash DLC, and that's it. So that's only like 2 actual full games that they have, and it's just right at the beginning. It's just at the beginning of the year. So, other than the Pokemon expansions, so like, isn't that weird?
Okay.
Like,
It is
don't
quite
they
weird.
usually they announce most of their stuff like a year in advance? Like, they usually do it at E3. Like E3 2019 should have been like, and here's all this stuff that's coming out in 2020. Except for they didn't. It was the only thing was Animal Crossing, and everything else was 2019 stuff.
I've got an idea.
Yeah.
Right? E3 comes around, right? Okay. Nintendo has an on-stage presence for the first time in fucking years, right? Everything goes dark, right? Suddenly, stage lights come on Miyamoto as he starts dancing. Crab Rave starts playing. On the screen in the back in Comic Sans it says, "We're taking our money and running no more games."
Well, in the past, Nintendo used to be all sorts of different companies. Like they did all sorts of different things.
Oh,
Now
God.
they're not even doing. Now they're moving on to something else other than games.
Oh my God, Dratini would be so fucking
They're bringing
good.
back.
Griffith would be so
They decide they're bringing back the quality of life products, and they're gonna do only those now.
Elena, can you do me a favor and download Source Filmmaker and make a model of Miyamoto and animate him dancing to Crab Rave?
It's just gonna be some other model, and I'm just gonna paste a picture of his face over the face of him.
Over the texture, or just like...
No, it's just gonna look like a paper mask. It's just gonna be his face.
Oh my God, Cutie Fly is the precious perfect baby.
Another cutie floaty, Shan says.
A
But yeah,
quality, is their name.
I wonder if they're gonna do just a regular Nintendo Direct still this month. Like, I wonder if they did the Pokemon one and the Smash one to like get them out of the way, and then do it like everything. Like, people were saying like maybe they're gonna announce everything this month, everything for the year.
I doubt that. I don't think. Like, if they had two, they're probably not gonna do a third one. They're probably gonna wait
Like
at
the
least a
third
bit,
real
I
one.
imagine.
Well, yeah, they might just be waiting for E3, like, because you know, Animal Crossing and this come out in March, and then the next month is April, May, June. So I mean, that's like 3 months of no stuff. So I get like they got like, are we going into another Wii U like drought where there's like no games from Nintendo?
Yeah, it's time to Wii the U.
But anyway, thank you for watching this demo, everyone.
I love how they don't have the only Pokemon that would be acceptable to have slide across the floor playable.
Like, why don't they have you be able to play as Grimer? Grimer could just slide around.
Piece of shit. No, Grimer bad. Grimer bad. Grimer bad.
So do you wanna stay on stream with me to play Nier, Bis?
Oh, sorry, there's a fly in my room. I don't know. Okay, would you Venmo me $20?
Because you're the one who got me to get the game and everything, so it seems like only fitting to have you on the stream while I play it at least once.
Okay, will you Venmo me the $20?
Why?
I'm very broke. I need $20.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I need $20 to buy bus tickets and Pepsi. Okay, so I'll be on for at least a bit. I don't know how long.
Okay.
I'll be there for a bit at least. If you've
okay, so I'll be right back then, because I just gotta.
By having me on the stream, you agree to Venmo me $20.
Actually, yeah, I'll just kind of instantly be back, because all I have to do is change the title and then come back on, and then I just plug the PS4 into the computer and we go. Like, I don't have to do anything.
You don't have any fucking money. I'm not giving you my Venmo. I want money from people who like have big bucks, like a.
All right, hold on a minute, everyone. We'll be right back.